Hey everybody, this is Christine and I want to welcome you to today's Curl Talk. Curl Talk, for those of you who are new to Curl Talk, is a time where we just let down our hair and we talk about hair. So today's theme, if you haven't noticed, practice makes perfect. Hey Erin, practice makes perfect. As a little girl, I give my dad grief because of something that happened, and I will never forget the day he taught me how to ride a bike. So imagine me, I had my tricycle with the wheels on them. Oh, and great, my dad just joined the live, so shout out to you, Daddy. But I remember riding my bike with the two little training wheels on the back, and I just knew that I could do it because my dad was right there by my side. So he was running along and I'm riding my bike and I was just super proud of myself. And so we would continue to practice that every single day. I had my tricycle wheels on and my dad was behind me and we would practice just pedaling and going down the block. Well, one day my dad determined that it was time for those training wheels to come off, and just like we did normally, I got on the bike and he was running behind me. And the next thing I know, I look back and my dad was back at the house. Needless to say, I started to wobble and I ended up crashing. So I still give him grief for letting go of the handlebars and not teaching me how to turn before he actually let go. But I said all of that to say, when it comes to your hair, practice makes perfect. Just like my dad and I with my tricycle and having those training wheels on the side, it's important that when you are learning about your hair and experimenting with your hair, that you use those quote unquote training wheels. And when you're ready and when the time is right, you take those training wheels off. A lot of people will say that it is extremely difficult to style your hair, and admittedly it can be. But let me tell you a secret, at least about me. I work best under pressure. And what do I mean by that? So every Sunday I faithfully go to church with my family, and I need to be to church on time. And so this week I decided I was going to learn how to curl my hair with finger curls. And that is the style that you see in my hair right now. These are called finger curls or finger coils. And because I know that I work best under pressure, I decided that I was going to wait an hour or so before church was ready to start to learn how to do finger curls. Somebody said, what if you're just lazy? If you're just lazy, yes. So what I did is, for me, I know that since I work best under pressure, the pressure of making sure that I needed to get to church on time was all the inspiration that I needed to try to get this hairstyle done in time. And thankfully, it came out pretty good. One thing that I learned in doing this style for the first time is that I used a lot of the styling products. So I don't know if you can hear my hair, but it sounds a little on the crunchy side because I overdid it with the gel that I put onto my hair. But practice makes perfect. So even though I tried it this time, the style came out beautiful. I absolutely love it. Sleeping in my bonnet is not a problem. Sleeping with my satin pillowcase isn't a problem. Going forward, I know use less product, but I wouldn't know that unless I practiced. Another thing that I learned with the story about my dad teaching me how to ride a bike is that you can't be afraid to fall or fail. Yes, it was completely embarrassing when my dad took those training wheels off and I thought that he was behind me and I crashed into the grass. It was so embarrassing, but I wasn't afraid to fail or fall. I got back up on my bike and I did it again. And that time I learned how to turn the wheel. And the same thing happens when you're styling your hair. Yes, there may be bumps in the road. Yes, your hairstyle may not turn out the way that you want it to all the time. But again, you have to be willing to get back up on that bike and try it until you achieve what it is that you're trying to do. So another thing that I want to talk about is what to do if everything goes wrong, because sometimes it will go wrong. Practice or have in your mind what you're going to do if your hairstyle doesn't come out the way that you want it to do. I knew that I was going to finger coil my hair right before church. I knew that gave me just enough time to try to get the hairstyle right. And I figured out what I was going to do if my hair didn't come out exactly how I wanted. So my backup plan, if this didn't come out the way I wanted to, is I knew I was going to put my hair in a headscarf, and I was going to have these curls kind of coming off the side in like a cute, like side kind of ponytail thing. So I would have just pushed everything up and had it all falling over with the head wrap coming up and knotting in the front. So before you start a hairstyle, think and plan out, if this hairstyle doesn't come out exactly how I want it to, what are some creative ways for me to recover, to get back up on that bike and to keep going? Okay, I see some comments in the chat. Ending After Death Doula says, what's your advice on dry patches? Do you use oil every day or should you put water on it? So it depends. If those dry patches are on your scalp, typically, I recommend that you don't put oil on your scalp every single day. So your scalp is naturally going to produce sebum, which is an oil that's going to naturally come from your scalp. And so you don't want to overuse hair oils. Hair oils are meant to help assist your hair's natural oil. It's not meant to replace it. So if it were me and if I had dry patches, I may use an oil initially to help with that dry patch, but one of the products that we have is called You Had Me at a Low, which is a moisturizing spray. It features aloe vera juice. So in that instance, I would use two products that we have. So the first one is Sahara oil, which is for dry and itchy scalp. So I would take my Sahara oil, I would put it on my scalp, massage it in. And then after that, I would be using my You Had Me at a Low spray to spray on my hair and my scalp for moisture. So I hope that that helped. If you have dry patches, just summarizing again, you can use an oil for your scalp to help in moisturizing that. But you also want to make sure that you're using some kind of moisturizing spray to help with moisturizing your scalp. And aloe vera is great for that. Aloe vera is great for reducing itch, reducing flakes, adding moisture, and soothing. So aloe vera is going to be very beneficial in that situation. Someone said, I'm glad that you went live with this hair message. Yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So again, I really came on here, and this is something that I am learning to do myself, is when I experiment, I want to start coming on live and showing you all my hair successes and my hair failures so that you know that you're not alone in this journey. I want us to be able to come, experiment together, to talk, to converse, to share our experiences, because that's what this is all about. And that's what the community that I'm looking to build is all about. Supporting one another in our hair journey, not being afraid to experiment with our hair, sometimes even laughing if something goes wrong and you look a little crazy one of these days. It's all a part of the journey. But know that it's important that you step outside of your comfort zone and that you're willing to try, that you're willing to practice. In every single aspect of our life, we have to practice everything to get better, whether it's riding a bike, driving a car, cooking, whatever it is. Practice makes perfect. And again, with perfection, perfection is what is perfection for you. Even though this hairstyle is beautiful, it didn't quite come out exactly how I want it to, but it is still perfect for me because I did it. I tried my best and it came out perfectly for me. So I'm going to continue to work at finger coiling. again, I'm going to take some of the lessons learned and make those tweaks and show you all what that's going to look like. So one of the beautiful things about using finger coils, since I have them in, is that this is surprisingly a really good protective style. So I'm going to keep this in. If you're looking to do finger coils, all you'll need is basically like a styling gel or a mousse. You're just going to wrap your fingers around your hair. YouTube video coming soon, because I did record the process so that you'd be able to try it at home too. And in between, from now, when I did my hair, up until the time that I'm going to wash my hair, the only thing that I'm going to need to do is to take my You Had Me at a Low moisturizing spray and spray my hair to add some moisture to it. And that is literally it. Like, this is literally what I'm loving about this hairstyle. So again, thank you everybody who joined the live. And I really, really, really want you to commit to at least once, sometime within the next couple of weeks, to step outside your comfort zone. Whatever that hairstyle is that you want to rock, that you're like, I don't know about it. For me, it was finger coils, and I just jumped out there. I practiced and I made it perfect. And I'm going to continue to practice and continue to perfect my hairstyle even more. So if you have any questions or concerns about anything, my DMs are all the way open, all the way live. I'm always here for it. Always love to talk about everything hair. I will see you all next Monday for our curl talk. If you have any ideas, recommendations, or things you want me to talk about, feel free to shoot that to me too. But otherwise, you all have a good night and God bless. Bye, everybody. Hey friend, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.